Following a second straight loss to the New York Knicks and third consecutive loss overall, head coach Billy Donovan was asked what the Bulls' most disappointing aspect has been thus far. He highlighted controlling the controllables, about being out-rebounded on the offensive glass by 13, turning the ball over twice as much as the Knicks, and one-third the number of blocks and steals of New York. It's understandable, with one-fourth of the free throw attempts compared to the Knicks, that the players would be frustrated, especially with a comparable amount of shot attempts from inside the paint. Still, Chicago needs to learn resiliency, says Donovan. Hey guys, let's go for another round of Chicago Bulls news. If you are a big fan, please subscribe and leave a like and activate the bell to be notified whenever it's a new video. Chicago has had a lackluster season, backed by their 11-17 start, but also thanks to many in-house mistakes. Being out-rebounded on the offensive glass by 13, turning the ball over twice as much as their opponent, and having one-third of the blocks and steals are all-effort stats. Sorely missing Lonzo Ball, who could cut down the turnovers and add in a few steals, this team is struggling to find an identity. The most challenging part of the underwhelming start to the year has been the inconsistency in losses. In 12 games so far, they've allowed over 60 points in the first half, they rank last in three-point attempts per game, and in games kept close, they're 3-11 during clutch time. Add in losses via a 50-point Devin Booker performance, a 20-turnover, 8 free throw attempt game, and a tip-in at the buzzer, and there's no pattern to dropping games like flies. DeMar DeRozan was adamant during his post-game interview that, as seen by last year's success, this group can compete with the best. Only missing Lonzo Ball is not the difference between a top-seeded Eastern Conference team and an 11th-place Bulls team. He reinforced that everyone needed to look in the mirror and be tired of this feeling, referring to losing yet again. This loss marks the third three-game losing streak of the 2022 and 2023 FUT campaign for Chicago, which has yet to have a three-game winning streak. It's tough not to imagine what could have been if Derrick Jones Jr. had sunk the free throw to win it in Atlanta as time expired. They could have come home to the United Center riding a three-game winning streak into their two-game homestand against the New York Knicks. Nevertheless, dropping all three contests has this team right back where they've been all year, meddling in mediocrity. Derrick Rose is one of the most iconic Chicago Bulls in their franchise's history, being the youngest ever to win the MVP trophy 2 seasons removed from his Rookie of the Year campaign. A homecoming for the Chicago Kid could be in order, and the Bulls should pursue it sooner than later. In the bottom tier in the league in turnovers per game and 30th in three-point attempts, they are a distributor and ball handler away from being back on track. Evidenced by the red-hot start to last season when fully healthy, a team full of shooters and defenders is sorely lacking a facilitator who can spread the rock and take care of the ball. The 34-year-old former Memphis Tiger would be an easy get with low-risk, high-reward potential. Averaging only 13 minutes a game for the Knicks this year and currently out of the rotation, he has been surpassed by Emmanuel Quickley for the bench point guard role in New York. As a 90% free throw shooter, a guy who's averaged over 4 assists virtually his entire career, and a 40% three-point shooter in his last 2 seasons, Rose would instantly top 2 in each of those categories on the struggling Bulls roster. Plus, as Donovan alludes to, what raises the spirit of a team and city more than the return of the most beloved star in the United Center since Michael Jordan? Leave your comment on the video, take the opportunity to leave that like, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to be notified whenever it's a new video.